Ciao bella gente, which literally translates to hello, you beautiful people in Italian. We are back for another SRA race here, round 5 at Monza. We head north of Milan to this beautiful, very popular track here in Italy. They call this the House of Speed, as it is one of the fastest tracks in racing. With me tonight, once again, Mike Gino himself. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
What are you feeling? You like Monza?
Oh no, I hate Monza.
Oh, okay. Not what I was looking for.
I love watching Monza.
Okay.
Racing's a bit different. I feel like if there's an accident that's gonna happen, I'm gonna be in it. But to watch
or you miss your breaking point.
if that would be me. But to watch it, love watching it. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully, Cody Platt here with us as well, has a little better feeling towards Monza. What do you think?
I don't hate Monza. Definitely not my favorite track.
Positive.
But just a smidge more positivity coming from me.
That's okay. Well, not everybody likes Monza. I feel like it's either a love-hate track, but that's okay. We move on, and we get to see what the apex of racing here is in D5 and see if these guys get to like it. Monza, 11 corners we got here. Probably one of the most chaotic turn ones in motorsports, as it is a very heavy braking zone and very slow into turn 1 and turn 2. Lots of carnage usually. I feel like we were just talking about this, it's either really, really chaotic or it's really clean, just overly cautious. But not sure what we're going to see tonight. I'm sure it was a script in the driver's briefing of be cautious, be careful, the usual suspects here at SRA in turn 1. Probably give them the little, we're watching you, So we'll see what happens. We hope for some clean racing. Carnage is always cool to see. But what do we, Mike, what do you think is the hardest part about this track?
Well, first, I'm expecting a clean first lap from D5 because so far on the races we've commentated, they've been pretty clean lap ones. So
pinnacle
I'm
of
hoping
racing.
for the best for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is the pinnacle of racing, said by Doug himself. So
yes,
I feel like we have to fit that into every broadcast now. But most challenging part is, I think, just the wheel-to-wheel battles. I mean, there's a ton of straights, lots of slipstream, and just being able to stick moves, make those passes is what really, how you're going to gain your positions throughout this race. So I think that's just the most enjoyable part and the most challenging part.
For sure. And with these tight chicanes here, we got turn 1, turn 2, then all the way up to 4 and 5. Very tight chicanes, and the sausages here are very brutal as well on certain cars. Driving the Merc around, I mean, it's supposed to be easy on the curbs, but it's still definitely a brutal vacation on those curbs. So no car is safe tonight. A lot of fast corners and a lot of tricky corners down into Ascari, turn 8, 9, and 10. We're probably going to see a lot of deaths as people try and take as much of that curb as they can. And the exit's going to be extremely crucial as it sets you up for the long, we'll call it the third straight. But and then into Parabolica, the final corner on the longest straight of the track as well. So those are going to be some key spots to get your exits really, really well. And hopefully they're make-up places, and you definitely don't want to lose places. Cody, 1.9 has come out. What car are we thinking is going to dominate the track tonight?
Well, the new McLaren is absolutely just going to dominate everything, but I feel like that's just sort of every track at this point. I've been looking out for the Lamborghinis at this track.
Could be. And that Ferrari's had that weight ballast. They had a little bit extra weight added. Their top speed's been nerfed, so I'm not sure what the Ferrari's going to be looking like. They're definitely going to want to be getting the corners down, as we're having some server issues here. I don't know about you boys. I think mine's frozen.
Mine's still good.
Maybe it's just me.
I am having server issues as well.
Okay. But yeah, so we're going to see what's going to happen tonight. Monza is it's a tricky track, as I feel like it's more a skill-based track than it is a a car track, but the car definitely helps. But if we jump over to the qualifying session, the silvers have gone out on their out lap here, warm up their tires the best they can, see what they can do. I'm sure it's going to be tough to get the tires heated up on the first lap, but it is 35 degrees Celsius currently on track, so it is going to be a very, very hot track. And I feel like tires won't last long here. Those people who put in the practice this week have probably witnessed that and have figured out either a way to do it or just going to deal with it. So qualifying probably about 4 to 5 laps here, as it is not really a super long lap, but it is going to be tough to keep a quick, valid lap together. And we're going to see what these silvers can do, try and set the bar high and make those golds come out and set the bar. We do have an optimum track for the silvers. It is a day race, no special race tonight, no night race, no wet race, so it is going to be peak racing today and 100% visibility, so we should have no complaints from anybody or anything. What are the predictions tonight? Who we got?
I'll say Martin Riggs.
Very popular pick this week.
I'll steal the first one.
Yeah.
Yep, he was quickest hot lap time in the practice servers. He's second in the championship, so I think he's definitely put in the work. I think he can get the win on this one.
And he does have that McLaren behind him, so
yep,
that's definitely going to help him this week. Cody, what about yourself?
I'm going Martin Riggs too. I'm all in on Riggs here. The McLaren's going to be great, and he's been looking good this week so far. So,
are we jinxing him hard here?
We could be. I'm not going to jinx him, and I'm going to choose John Donahue to jinx.
John Donahue.
Just he's my fall guy. So yeah, he's my fall guy. But yeah, tight battle up there for the P1 in the driver's standings between William Brown and Martin Riggs. Martin Riggs looking for a big result to claw back that 38-point deficit to William Brown. And I'm not sure if William Brown was on a race trim or a quali set, but was a little off the pace from Martin. But we'll see when it comes down to it here in qualifying. Like I said, silvers are out on track right now, as you see in your left. Cody, if you want to change your HUD to times, I believe it is. There you go. And then press insert as well. Should pop up the deltas.
We're still ironing out the kinks.
Yeah. Make sure you're clicked into the game as well.
As on the first of the laps so far, Sadat is your provisional pole, about 2/10 up on Julio.
Okay, sweet. With a 49.1, that is a pretty good lap. Looking at just some banker laps here. Tires probably are not up to par, and so people just trying to get a lap in, so they're not really sitting with no time, because no time doesn't get you anything, unfortunately here. But these banker laps are definitely going to be beaten here. 49.1, as we do get a new provisional pole here with Mr. Madison himself. 48.9 times will probably increase or decrease. I don't know what the correct term is on that. I feel like it would be increase.
At times would decrease.
I guess decrease, yeah. But 48.9, I'm gonna guess we're gonna see probably a 40. I'm gonna guess a 47 tonight.
47?
47.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine a 47. I think a few. Looks like Donahue is off track.
Perfect. As long as it's not Mr. Riggs.
Spun it out of Scary.
That's my driver.
We had 2 or 3 47s in the practice servers for D5, so
yeah,
if they can match their bests, then I think it's definitely possible.
And a 47 is quite impressive from D5, if that's the case.
Yeah, I think that's like D2 pace.
Yes. So the fact that I'm even like off the top of my head going 47 is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Just because they've done it. So I have full faith. Yeah. I don't even think I've done a 47 yet.
I haven't done any laps yet.
Shocker. Shocker.
I'll set my time 30 minutes before.
Yeah, I'm sure. Cody, how you feeling? Feeling good for this race?
Yeah, feeling great. I'm excited, especially for turn 1, lap 1. But as we said, as we see Rigatoni put it in the wall.
Rigatoni, he was up 5/10 on his time too.
Oh, that's tough.
And he resets to the pit.
Very tough, very tough.
That'll pretty much spell the end of his qualifying.
Yep. Well, Sadat currently took back pole there on his last lap, 48.7. Like I said, we're coming down a bit. A lot of green laps currently.
Yeah.
Setting a couple invalidations, but a lot of people green at the moment.
Oh yeah, for these silvers, the last lap, especially if they can get a hero lap under 10 minutes, is going to be crucial at the top.
Yes.
It's kind of Sadat gets a little squirrely coming out of Ascari there.
Yeah, he does lose.
Right behind him is Denmer, who's up 2/10 on his time. Still not enough to get into that top spot, but he can gain 1 or 2 spots here if he just gets around Parabolically clean. Looks like he's gaining some time. He might jump to maybe just 1. He's losing a little bit.
Bobby
Yeah,
Dockendorf is...
Oh, we just missed out on P3. Lorenzo's getting a good toe down this final straightaway as well. He's up 6/10 on his time. And gaining even more, now 7.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be real close if he can get around this clean.
And Lorenzo is our last week winner, so he's going to be hopefully pulling something back here towards the end of the season as we do cross the halfway point with the week 5 starting here.
He lost about 3/10 of Parabolica, but he'll still get a good jump up to 5th on that lap.
Yeah, definitely a lot more to find there for himself.
Yep.
Waleed Sadat still sitting up there, but Bow down the 3rd, looking to hopefully take that away here, up a little over 10th. Probably going to jinx him here as I do. You know how it is, but even Madison down there in P3 looking to make a gain as well.
Sadat still steadily improving on that pole time.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he might gain it. Lost a little bit again there. I feel like everyone's starting with great deltas, and then slowly as the lap goes, they're losing tenths here and there.
Yeah.
The fear of Ascari is creeping in.
Exactly. Ascari it's a rough one.
Yep.
Especially with the Porsche, it might be a little brutal as curbs are a
Looks
little
like
treacherous.
Julio, currently P2, might jump up to P1 here in his lap, and he does.
He does. By 1/10.
Yeah,
Yep,
48.6.
And Sadat's in the pits, so
that's your silver. At least right now, it's your silver pole.
Madison's coming for him.
Yeah, Madison had a rough Ascari there.
She's bleeding more time.
Yeah.
Just might have jinxed him as he loses
Lorenzo,
time coming out of Ascari.
Coming around the final turn, I think he's gonna clear with.
He's gonna set it.
He had a great sector 3 there.
There it is,
48.4.
48.4.
Up.
Yeah. Well done, Lorenzo. As we approach 5 seconds left until these golds come out. Silvers, if they have started a lap, this is it. If you are just now crossing the line, your qualifying is over for silvers. Golds are coming out now. If you don't know the difference, silver plates on your left here are the silver class, and the white plates are the gold class, as the gold class does now exit the pits to set their qualifying time to hopefully shoot out for Mr. Lorenzo here, who is on another lap and is currently improving by another 2/10.
Yep. Yep, he's gonna try to get right on that 48 flat. He's bleeding a little bit of time, but it looks like he's safe at least for the silver pole.
Yeah, and he might get this. He's close enough to this car in front, which is Aoki, and might be able to get a toe through here if he sets up nicely well through Ascari and maybe down to the start-finish line as well.
Gold's wrapping his lap up with a good bit of pace on his delta.
He does make about 10th there in Ascari. Just has to hit Parabolica and bring it home, and he does have an improvement. Does
huge
look to be
improvement there.
Lost it.
He lost it. Still a great time though.
Very good.
Yeah, as he comes
Clark Gold moves up to P6, then P7. As it was Aoki.
Yeah, Aoki squeezing second there.
Yeah, nice lap from him at the end. We can squeeze back over to our gold drivers as they're going to be coming across the line to start their laps. Or
looks like
some of them
Wazno was the first across the line, so I'll go on board his hood.
Bosno in that BMW, which is a pretty good car with these curbs. May not be a really good car in the straights, but whatever he's like in the straights, I guarantee he's going to make up in these corners. But this McLaren, I'll tell you what, it's got it made everywhere.
That's a beautiful car.
You know who made it?
I know, but I'm not gonna. Well, I don't know specifically who, but I know what team.
I believe Pauly made this one.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Good job.
Pauly Hartman?
Yeah.
The one and only. Good job, Pauly, if you're listening.
Thought he only works on Jeeps.
So far, it looks like a clean lap from Bosno.
Yeah, I
Setting
think
down his banker lap.
As we see most golds here are valid on their banker lap. We do have some approaching the start-finish line. We do have some about the end of the first sector, maybe beginning of second sector. So
Bosno goes.
Martin appears to be flying.
Setting himself up for lap 2. Bosno slots in 11th. And Nick Cameron already up to 5th.
yeah, 4/10 off that time that Lorenzo had put in.
He took a huge jump.
As there's Martin Riggs,
my
dude.
goodness.
48-0 off the bat, dude. 47s, I called it from the get-go.
First
Man.
lap.
That
He jumps
McLaren,
up.
It's not fair.
it's a cheat code at the moment.
It is, dude.
Not to take anything away from Martin, he's obviously very fast here.
It's all the car. As he's getting those tires warmed up, he's 2/10 up already on this time. He'll look to break into those 47s quickly.
Yeah, he's hauling. As Mr. Rose goes up to P14 on his lap. Everybody else is kind of just finding their feet. Nick Cameron up 2/10 and P6 there. DJ Watts.
Yeah, he's gonna jump a ton of positions.
Oh, yeah.
Up
Yeah.
6, almost 7/10. Yep, 7/10 right now.
I think DJ Watts is the one that's going to be challenging Mr. Riggs tonight.
I think so as well.
Yep, another really quick lap time in the qualification server, or the practice server.
Mm-hmm.
As he's coming across the line. Come around Parabolica.
Continuing to
Gets in.
improve here. He got a good
Yeah,
exit.
even more.
Nick Cameron up to P4.
DJ Watts
now.
takes P2.
2/10 of a second, but Martin Riggs crossed the line with a 47.7. Improves that gap to
Wow.
5/10.
I don't think anybody's going to touch that.
No, I don't think so either. I think he can pit. I don't know, but DJ Watts, dude, just found a lot of open. I think he just overshot the
He
corner.
lost a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board with Felix finishing his lap. Looks like you are as well. He's gaining about a 10th coming across the line. Might jump in 1 or 2 spots. 1 spot.
14th. Will Brown's coming around Parabolica with 5/10 on his delta. He goes from 22nd to 16th.
Yeah, he's also one that's going to be wanting a good race tonight. He is currently sitting at the top of the D5 drivers standings.
Yeah,
Hopefully retain that.
Generally a very fast driver, but with some insider information, he might be pretty invested in Diablo 2 at the moment.
See, Gil on board just invalidates. He was up 6/10 on his time.
Yeah.
And Pat Cockcroft also jumped up to 13th. He was down in the mid to late 20s, and he jumped all the way up. He finally got a good lap going.
And Boston actually up 7/10 currently, exiting Parabolica, crossing the line.
Oh, yeah.
This will be a big improvement for Boston here.
Oh,
all the way up to P7, great lap from him.
21st to P7, there's a huge jump.
Yeah, Q-Master was also up, but invalidated.
Riggs snuck into the 47.6s now.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Gained a couple hundreds there.
DJ Watts just headed back out of his last lap. So he's trying to set himself up here for maybe 2 good push laps here towards the end. Trying to bring the deficit down, maybe even try and overtake Riggs, but we'll see if that's going to happen, because that's a tough time to beat.
Yeah, definitely. Felix coming across the line, might jump a spot or 2. Oh, spot or 2. He jumped up to 9th. I was expecting a couple spots. I didn't realize how close they all were in that.
Yeah.
That teens, late single digits to teens.
Looks
Martin
like
Riggs
Justin
actually
Rose just jumped up to P6 from the 20s, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, Martin Riggs actually saw a yellow flag and is now in the pits, as DJ Watts is currently at 4.5 tenths.
He's gonna have to gain a lot in this second and third sector, though.
Yeah, all he needs is 10.5. He does bleed a little bit, because he find on the exit of Ascari. No, he can't. He's going to bleed probably 10.5, maybe 2. On this exit, has to find the time here in Parabolica. Kind of a tough corner to find that much time. We'll see if he can pull it out.
3/10 difference right now.
Yeah, but he will have another lap in hand here to try and give it a go. He's going to bleed a little bit. Yeah, he's going to drop down to about a 3/10 improvement, which is not going to be enough. That cuts it down to half, but he's got it. There's a lot of time to be made up on that lap, and he knows it.
He's going to have another chance, too.
Yes. Nick Cameron also going to be improving here. Try and overtake Lorenzo. I don't know if they're going to be able to. He's going to be able to get up there with Mr. Watts and Riggs, but I think P3 is going to be a good starting spot.
Q-Master up about half a second on his time. He's going to jump coming across the line. He jumps all the way up to P10 from 21, I think he was.
Yeah, William Brown there with a helicopter moment as he returns to the pits, and that'll be his qualifying moment. I saw Brenny Felker with the yellow flag as well. I don't know if he pulled off or was involved, but yeah, Nick Cameron up here, 3/4 tenths improvement right now. That'll put him up to P3, what he needs, maybe even P2 if he can stick the lap. Yeah. As DJ Watts is down 3/10 on his lap, not what he needs, as qualifying is over, as we watch the last few drivers here finish their qualifying session, get that last couple positions if they can, and hopefully start closer to the front. Nick Cameron approaching Ascari here, has to set himself up good for this exit. 3/10 up, maybe a little better, but
so far so good.
Yeah.
He can get to third at least. I think Watts' time is out of reach.
He needs about 2/10 in this section
he's gonna
here.
have to gain Some like,
Interesting
curve
exit.
there. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not a
it's
good
gonna
one.
get it.
Dang.
Actually, he might lose out to
Yeah, I think he's going to stay P4
third
here.
as well. Yep, he's about even with his time. Yep.
Yeah. Q Master
Yeah.
up 3 tenths.
Yeah, Cube is up. Might jump another 2 spots into the top 10.
Darren Robichaud up 6 tenths. Heading down towards Parabolica. Ian Byron up 7.5 tenths. Also approaching Parabolica.
Cube goes wide and then a little loose on the exit as well. He'll still gain maybe a 10th by the time he crosses the line, but
Might be a few positions there to P9.
Yeah.
P9
Ian
still.
Byron crossing the line, 8.5 tenths improvement. That puts him all the way up to P12. Good lap from him. Darren Robichaud, where did you go? Darren Robichaud
P13.
follows him into P13. So good lap.
And Felix just snuck into the top 10
Yeah,
too.
I just
P6.
saw that. Good lap from him as well. And that'll be qualifying for this evening at Monza. Martin Riggs with a P1 lap time of a 47.6. Impressive lap, I'll tell you what. Very impressive. DJ Watts not far behind in P2. Lorenzo P3. Nick Cameron P4. Ren Aoki in P5. Felix P6. Rose P7. Then we got Bowdon P8. Boston O P9. And Cube Master rounding out the top 10. Good mix of cars we got going on here.
Definitely. It's our championship leader though in Brown. He's gonna have to make up some spots here from P24, but
Oh yeah.
luckily this is a track you can do it with.
Exactly.
If a lot of chaos does happen.
A lot of
as long
carnage here
as-
on lap 1.
Yep, as long as he can keep his nose clean.
He might be half sweating, half hoping for some luck on lap 1.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure.
Maybe he's just trying to make it interesting with Martin. Who knows?
He could be giving him a head start. As Martin is currently DMing.
Oh boy, he needs to focus.
Nobody tell him that 2 of us picked him to win.
No, don't get inside his head.
Nope. Just give him a maximum concentration DM
Yep.
here and give him the go.
And then Riggs in pole and Watts P2. That's P2 and 3 in the championship as well. So it's going to be, if these two do stay in the front, that's an important fight for points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one thing to watch out here as we get about 15-20 minutes in is this McLaren tire degradation is very severe. It is I witnessed it myself this weekend, a couple endurance races. It is nothing to joke around about. It is very tough to deal with. Luckily there is only 11 corners at Monza, so he's only got to deal with that, and hopefully it's not too bad. It is a very, very warm track here. 32 degrees Celsius.
Definitely make it interesting with a
Yes.
tire deg. If Watts can hang around, it might get interesting towards the end.
Yeah, if Martin can potentially say do a little side tire, wow, I'm gonna restart
Tire
that.
saving.
I'm gonna restart that. If Martin can do a little bit of a tire management here, that would help him greatly if he's got that pace in him. As we do start our formation lap here, drivers are going to try and get their tires up to temperature the best they can, and maybe their brakes because they're going to want them here into turn 1.
Definitely. Yeah, you definitely don't want cold brakes going to turn 1 here.
No,
or you're
no.
you're going to be the cause of
It's-
some.
Honestly important to have somewhat warm tires across the entirety of lap 1 here.
Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, like I said, the track is 32 degrees Celsius, so it might be a little easier this week to warm up the tires compared to, say, a wet race where you can't really warm them up on a formation lap. It's kind of wet and don't really want to lose the cars. I get a DM from Doug Mitchell. Please leave it.
Also, our championship leader, William Brown, is in the pits right now.
Oh boy.
Not sure what's happening there. I think he's
He must
maybe
have forgot to hit
click
drive.
Yeah. Or that could have been intentional if he's just trying to stay clean.
Yeah, he's
He
he's trying
he
to
wants
keep it
that
interesting,
start.
like we were saying.
He's definitely keeping it interesting.
At least we'll potentially get to see a lot of overtakes there.
There could be. Could be.
Potentially. I do have a request. I was asked if we can make the pip bigger on stream, if possible.
Get my window
Sure.
bigger, please.
Yep, just a tad bigger.
Was that Doug?
It might have been.
You're the best, Doug.
He's mid.
Looking out for us. Oh baby, I'm widescreen now. Look at that.
How's
Look
that?
at you, dude.
Beautiful.
Shouldn't obscure too much.
I opened Minecraft. Wrong button.
Got that on hotkeys?
Oops. Don't worry about it.
Monza's not
Alright.
that boring to watch.
Monza's a great track. Great track. But Minecraft can wait
So-
another day.
Something else I'd like to take the time to point out. There are some implications here, especially in second place, as in the team championship, rounding out second behind Will Brown and Yazurski is DJ Watts and Ryan Wazano, both of which are in the top 10 here and are going to be looking to make a big jump into first in the team standings if all goes well.
Definitely.
Who knows what'll happen to the chaos of Division 5.
One thing's for sure, it's going to be interesting.
Very interesting, and I wish these guys the best. So we're gonna need it.
Also, our silver leader, Dockendorf, is... Well, a lot of the silver drivers put up really good qualifying times. I think he's... I don't know, 7th or 8th in silver, so he's got some ground to make up to maintain that lead.
Oh yeah.
Donahue in P2 in silver is also starting P28, so a lot of mix-ups here in silver.
Intentional
sure.
caster curse?
Potentially. Let's not say it was our fault though. How about that? We do approach Parabolica here. We are too wide. The drivers do come down the main straight here. I believe we will see everybody on the main straight again, so we won't have anybody caught in a daze. So
I'm excited to see these.
I am
two at the
nervous,
front.
very nervous. Yeah. But our admins are kind of nervous as we do approach the start-finish line here. Not sure when the lights will go up. Any second here. So they do go. We are off. Lights are off. Cars are off. Martin Riggs does have a little slow start. DJ Watts pulls off a little bit, but anything could happen here into turn one. See if Martin tries the lunge. He is a full car length back. Might. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Goes for
Sticks
the
it up.
lunge. And sticks it.
Very well.
Back of the field is inching along.
Yeah.
There. Just 2 lanes, bumper to bumper. Little bump there.
A little
but
off. Little off.
All clean.
Pretty dang
Could have
clean
been
for the
a
most
lot
part.
worse.
Oh.
Could've-
Yep, it's just some bumps and taps, but no major wrecks. So
We gotta watch out for this second chicane though. This is when it actually gets real hairy usually. Everybody's
Yeah.
so nervous about turn one that turn 4 or 5 is no safe battle. And so far so good. We do have 1 yellow flag.
yeah,
Oh,
call
we have a
again.
spin. Please hold your
Yep.
brakes. Please hold your brakes. Well done.
Oh, there's-
well done, lad.
One guy a couple people just pulling off track.
Yep.
Didn't collide with anyone. Smart.
Stays pretty clean
Go-
back there.
Yeah, go outside, not inside of people.
DJ Watts is
Not
going to be
too
trying
bad.
his best to stick onto the back of Martin there.
Looks like Madison had an accident there. But
Scary they go.
so far, so good. Good job, D5. That was as good as I think it could have gone.
Yeah,
It could have. Yeah, I agree.
super clean.
Fortunate for some of the people that went off, but for the most part, pretty good. So we have Manasseh's inching along in the back. I'm not sure what happened there.
Nick Cameron's pushing on the back of Lorenzo going into turn 1 here. Will he go for it? thinks about it, but decides to just keep the pressure on instead.
We've got Felker and Rutledge close to each other here in the side-by-side window as well. But it looks like Rutledge is going to stay in line.
Pit window is opening.
You can see Robichaud and Gill going at it into the second chicane here.
Yeah. And I'm on board with Friday, who's peaking down Izerski here. And bump contact, and that looks like Wicks is around off track and hits another Ghost Rider Porsche and hits another one.
Oh boy.
Just being off track. Held the brakes, but that's a tough exit to go to not use all the exit on, so some contact there. Big shake up there in the bottom half of the field.
Yep.
Nick Cameron's going to use that Porsche here to get a really good exit out of Ascari and attack Lorenzo here to try and get into third place. Takes a peek up the inside. Thinks better of it.
Looks like Wicks got around Rutledge a little bit earlier in the lap as well.
Yeah, and pit window did just open. So those with damage on lap 1 can pit and fix that. We do have the 55-minute pit window once again, like I say every week.
Yep.
It won't change this season, so thought I'd just mention
Julio.
it just in case.
Julio looks like he's the first to dive in. Donahue coming right behind him. So we have 2 drivers, and Madison came in as well. Single file in the back of the field through turn 1.
The entire mid-pack and all the way down to the back of the field is staying super tight to each other.
Yep.
A lot of half-second gaps.
Yeah, and that gap out front, 1.2 at the moment. Martin Riggs just slightly pulling away, but could that be DJ Watts holding onto the tires a bit and saving it towards the end of the race? We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll see if DJ can stay anywhere near Riggs towards the end. I think the BMW is going to have superior tire wear. So
I agree. As their last lap was only 0.04 of a second difference, but Martin did edge out him, DJ Watts, there for a little bit. But we'll see what happens. It does look like Martin is pulling a bigger gap here, but we will watch that battle closely. Nick Cameron still on the back of Lorenzo for that final podium spot. We do have 55 minutes left of racing, so anything could happen. Not settling for anything, not ruling anybody out. Just good old racing.
Lots of close racing, just not close enough to make any moves quite yet.
Yeah, Walid Sadat, Rene Oki were battling there through Parabolica, switching positions a bit.
Looks like Poe on the outside of Robichaud going down the straight. They might be side by side going into turn 1. They're both in the Ferrari, so they have similar straight line speeds as they're wheel to wheel right now. Looks like Poe gonna get it on the outside.
wow, nice move by Poe.
Yeah, great move. And then we'll see if Robichaud tries to make a comeback here to the second chicane. He's all over the bumper of Poe. He's going to try to take the inside line. Tough and similar straight line speed, but he's going to brake a little bit later. And
Gets it.
yeah,
Might have been a little contact, but
yeah, he at least held him wide longer than Poe would have liked. And
oh,
now
yeah.
on the back of Poe is now Dockendorf, who's moved up a few spots from the start of the race. It's all about the midfield at P5.
Exactly, dude. That's where the real racing
They
is.
are
Oh, yeah.
so close to each other every week.
Yeah, I feel like these These four are going to be following each other closely for quite a while.
Look, it's the same group as last week too. I think Poe was in there, Dockendorf, Yates. I think Cockcroft was part of that group last week at Imola. So they're definitely familiar with each other.
It's like Dockendorf got taken there on the inside by
Yep,
Poe.
Dockendorf.
Took it back.
Oh, and that's Poe coming into the pits.
Interesting.
So now, yep, he loses that battle after staying out on top, and they've got Yates coming down the outside of Dockendorf. They are wheel to wheel by definition, but Dockendorf holds onto that one and gets the grab a little bit, so that might give Yates an opportunity down the straight here.
We know Yates has pace and racecraft in that Bentley, so
Definitely just looking up the inside. He's at his back wheel. He's going to brake a little bit earlier though, as he just falls back in line. Plenty of time to make the move.
looks like Felker just made an overtake on Yazurski down into P19.
Everyone breathes right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a follow the leader at the moment.
Yeah.
Kind of just settling into the race here. A lot of people have pit, just kind of looking over that the 27 to 33 currently have pit. Look over on the left here at the timetables. Those with the orange number board with a 1 means they have not pit, and those who have the green marks are those who have pit. So we're going to be watching those guys closely. Mostly silvers have pit, so could be damage, could be undercut, but we'll see here later in the race as more people decide to pit, as I do see Sadat, I believe, is pitting.
Yeah, looks like Rutledge got around Wicks a little bit earlier in the lap. And I think Cameron's trying his best to get around Lorenzo, but that Porsche just doesn't have the straight line speed on the Ferrari. Even with the draft, as soon as he pulls out, he just hits a wall, it looks like, and he just slows down. So he's gonna have to find another way around that Ferrari of Lorenzo. And yep, Sadat came in the pits. Looks like Cameron has Lorenzo on the corner. It's just getting that pass done here is difficult when you don't have the straight line.
Cameron is right on the back of Lorenzo here going into Ascari.
Yeah, ever since the start of the race, he has not left that.
He took a lot of curbs there. Luckily, he didn't bounce or anything from that.
And Cameron had that better exit.
Yeah, he's looking at the outside now.
See if he's able to keep his nose in as they go around Parabolica here.
A little twitch there.
Yeah, a little squirrely.
Yeah, a little twitch by Cameron. Running on that outside line, seems like a lot of people are just losing a little bit of traction, and it's compromising their straight line.
Looks like Rose just got ahead of Felix, as Felix is trailing him now.
We've got Yates and Cockcroft side by side going down the straight as well now. Yates has that Bentley moving a bit quicker down the straight though.
Just a touch, he's going to be able to run away from him here.
Yep. As Byron leaves the pack and comes into the pits.
Robichaud still trying to chase down Gil in that Lamborghini. We'll see how that
Nick
works.
Cameron was peeking down the outside of Lorenzo. Now he's looking up the inside. He should be able to get it. He's got better line. Whoa, good exit by Lorenzo. He's going to hold it down.
Great exit by him.
Oh, perfect. He's going to hold it going down into Ascari.
And you can tell that Lorenzo is defending hard because very quickly Justin Rose and Felix have caught up from seconds behind.
Yeah.
And now we have a four-way battle on our hands.
Yeah, 4P3.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Cameron's trying to do everything he can to get around. I think probably in raw pace he's got Lorenzo.
Oh,
Just
for
can't get
sure.
that pass.
He just can't get around on, or can't get near him enough on the straights.
Yep. This goes real wide there. And he might be in trouble if Rose gets even closer on those straights that he's struggling on.
Even in the slipstream, it's not enough for him to get close enough to really. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. As there's contact.
Oh, and more. Oh.
Oh.
Camera just drives through Lorenzo.
Yep. Lorenzo's around. Let's see where he pulls back on track.
Lorenzo down into about P9 as he resumes his racing.
Yeah, probably gonna drop one more to P10. He has to work to get that got back up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nick Cameron's going to be dealing with some damage now, a couple seconds probably. So it's going to be tough to handle that car around here with such little downforce that these cars are using in these setups at Monza, and that Porsche is a downforce heavy car. So.
Oh yeah, especially in the Porsche, and he's up into third now, but Justin Rose and Felix are going to be on his butt trying to take it right back from him.
Yep. Rose is seeing blood now. Or has seen blood, I should say.
Blood in the water.
Blood, there you go, thank you. Blood in the water. As that front end of Nick Cameron looks awful. Definitely some damage there.
Oh yeah. Probably going to be even more dragged down the straights, which he does not need at the moment.
No.
See if he dives into the pits here, maybe to fix it. Probably won't though. That's going to be a no sir.
Felix fell back quite a bit. I'm assuming he had a tough time in Ascari, as we see Nick Cameron trying to break the toe.
Boisano comes into the pits from P6, so that lets Demler by, as Demler was all over the back of Boisano.
Yeah, and this fight we're watching is happening right in front of where Boisano was in P6, so it'll be interesting to watch and see if undercut works out in his favor.
And going down the straight, going to turn 1, we've got Wicks. Oh, nope. Oh, whoa, late move by Rutledge. And he pulls into the grass. And he's going to probably lose another spot there. He does. Looks like he was indecisive on that one. He backed out, but then went for it, then backed out again. And cost him a spot there to Vincent.
Might have had an issue with a lockup or loss of traction.
Could have been as well.
In that indecisiveness. Quick update that Will Brown up into 21st from the pits. Hasn't pit yet, but
good start though.
Looks like he's back in the pack at least.
Did you say he has pit or hasn't?
Rose. Rose is completely around.
Yeah, he is.
I'll back up 15 seconds for this one. In the picture-in-picture.
I think it was just a little too much curb there in Ascari. Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yep, the inside curb and just
overcorrection.
Almost saved it too.
Yep. No contact to any walls though, so that's good at least.
Yeah, didn't look like he loses too much there. Maybe his tires get a little flat spotted or grained, but he'll be okay.
Yep. Only lost a few positions as well. As Lorenzo is now coming to the pits, so he'll repair his damage, I'm sure.
Let's see what his stop time is in the pits.
Oh, Boisano's around off the grass as well. He just came in for his pit.
Oh no.
Checking on the replay. He's coming through Ascari as well. Make sure he didn't hit any walls.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't pick up any damage there.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a big lip to the wall there.
Yep, the front end
Rough.
appears
Yep.
to be damaged too.
Rough timing for that one.
Yeah, it is. I'm wondering if he came out and wasn't used to the tires that were no doubt a little bit colder from coming out of the pits.
Yep.
And he goes back in to fix that damage. Must have been bad.
On my replay, Kyle Miller gets passed on the outside there by Brown, who picks up another spot.
Yazerski stopped in the pit lane there for a moment. Wondering if he gets a penalty? Or what was going on there for him?
Gold is all over the back of Rose now. I think Rose, as long as he get his tires are maintained, he should be able to pull away though.
Yeah, just looking down the grid a bit, Poe is... Oh, so I was just about to mention, Poe's on the back of car 100 here. That car 100 is John Donahue. Almost went off the track there at Lesmo 1.
We've got Brown trying to make up another position here as he got to the back of Rutledge now. So hopefully he can make quick work. Oh, Lorenzo's around.
Oh no.
Looks like it's Ascari again.
More work for Lorenzo.
Just too much throttle, or too much curb on that one, on the final curb, and he manages to dodge all walls at least, but that's going to cost him some time.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at some statistics here from the race. William Brown does have a official pit stop counted, but it says he has not taken a pit stop yet.
Starting from the pits, does that do that?
Does it?
I don't know.
Did he have a pit lane start this week?
He chose to start from the pit lane.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he just didn't hit drive.
I missed that. Because it does say he has a total pit stop of 1:35 with 1:14 stopped.
I'm willing to bet that's what it
Would
is.
assume that would be the first lap. As this is Poe, Donahue goes through the chicane, but he's gonna almost contact. But wow, good reactions by Poe. Doesn't run into the back of Donahue, and Donahue gets loose on exit.
Yeah, he
now.
is everywhere at the moment.
Yep, Poe's gonna come up the inside, going to Ascari, and you should be able to clear him by the time the braking zone hits.
Not only is that a Hertz rental car, he's driving it like it's a rental car. Uh-oh, as Poe goes deep.
Oh my goodness. Poe goes deep and Donahue goes back around.
Oh
no,
Donahue
Donahue
loses
goes
it.
loose. Oh my goodness, and now Poe's going to overtake it again.
Hertz is going to be sending that build to John Donahue.
Oh my goodness. What a battle.
Donahue's staying close to him.
Right for him. Yep, Donahue's right. Hanging in there.
And for P9, Lane Yates is trying to get past Gill here, and it appears that he does.
He does. Uh-oh. Rutledge off track.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, he was coming on the inside.
Turn 5, I think it
Second
was.
chicane. I think he's going to just take too much. Yep, takes that sausage and
Oof.
little boop in the back there to send him around.
Yep, Will Brown touches him.
As
Now Demler's getting super close to Felix.
Did I miss a... No, Donahue's still in front of Poe. Oh,
That's never good.
that was Donahue got loose, and Kyle Miller is now off track. What is happening? Did everyone's tires just die all of a sudden?
Probably hot.
As Kyle Miller just takes a weird line there
Yeah.
and just touches the wall there. And it looks like he's off again? Or maybe it just took him a bit to turn around.
Maybe waiting for a safe rejoin, which is always
Yeah.
appreciated.
Nah.
Or not.
Who reports that?
You'd be surprised, Mike, as you do see those tickets.
I see the tickets. I'm not surprised.
And then
Contacts with Rutledge and not sure who was in front. Rutledge was by himself. I'm not sure if the car in front just took a wide. Oh, that was weird. I'm not sure who was in front, but took it extra slow. I think it's Colligan.
looks like Vincent just snuck around Wicks in the second chicane.
Kyle Miller comes into the pits to fix that damage.
He's got a lot of it.
Oh no, now Felker's around. Ascari's taking names here.
And he appears to just be stuck there.
Yeah, he takes too much of that. Oh, he hit the sausage on the inside of the second curve. He's getting back up to speed now, but hits the wall on that one.
I was just jumping on board with Martin Riggs here. I was seeing he was approaching some flags and into turn one. He nearly got wiped out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not what you want to see.
Donahue's off. Didn't hit anything, just too much speed. Going over the curb.
We've got Sadat here pushing Rutledge in the Lamborghini.
And we've
As
got
he's gonna make a move into turn one.
in the picture right behind them is Gold, or on the outside of Dockendorf.
Sadat makes it happen.
With a wheel. Oh, contact on turn one. That was between Dockendorf and Gold. Dockendorf is gonna just cut the whole chicane.
He gains a lot of time from that, it looks
And
like.
yeah, he gained 3 seconds from that, maybe.
Alright. Well, I'm sure that Gold is going to be seeing that and thinking to himself, wait till I get back up there again.
Still hanging in there. And Panzer Rigatoni's around on Parabolica, it looks like. On the replay,
just a rear end.
Robichaud just went off again in Ascari. Cockcroft takes him.
I did not expect this many spins.
This is a lot, yeah.
Vincent just
Monza.
made up the inside of Robichaud. Looks like Robichaud was pretty slow down the straight and had a poor exit of Ascari.
And after that overtaken turn one, Rutledge has managed to stick onto the back of Sadat, looking to keep it interesting.
In my replay, Gold loses it in Ascari. I feel bad just showing that all these crashes in this Ferrari. I feel like it's every that was a bad
That's
one.
damage.
That he reset to the pit. That was bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna not show the replays for all the Ascari instances. I'll just let you know if yellow happens.
Yellow.
Yes,
Yellow. Yellow.
Oh, yellow from DJ Watts.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He loses a position to Cameron and maybe
That
Felix.
That one I replay. Oh, that's a strange spot. on the exit.
Slow one. Very slow one, too.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too much wheel input as he kicks the accelerator down and spins him out.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to overcome there. Martin Riggs now 15.5-second gap to who is now Nick Cameron in P2. Yep. Still driving with that damage, let it be known.
Yeah, that's going to hurt for DJ as he's essentially looking at a different finish at this point.
Yeah, he was just falling off the pace there from Martin too, who was excluding the last lap there because of blue flags, was lapping about a second a lap slower than Martin was.
Right. Now Will's been following Darren Wicks here for quite a while. Will he be able to get enough speed down this straight into Parabolica to make a move? Trying the outside.
Yeah. Let's see if we can stick it.
Oh, gets much better traction and should come out ahead.
Yep, Wicks was on that curve on the inside, and that did not do him any favors.
No, it didn't.
And
as he goes into the pits.
As well, yeah. Aoki also comes into the pits right in front of them.
Oh. Wow. Big fight coming out of the first chicane here between Seckham and Yates and Gill.
Lots of people coming in. Colligan's also in to the pits. Seckham trying to get close to Yates here. Can't make any mistakes though, because you've got Gilbert behind him.
Looks like Yazurski must have had an off-track moment this
Demler.
lap as well.
Demler is off somewhere. He's losing time.
Ascari.
Guess where? Ascari. On cue. Ravaging about one a lap here.
Rutledge looks like he lost 2 spots with an invalid lap, so he might have gone just off track as he slots back in behind Aoki and Byron.
Lorenzo just took a position on Donahue in the second chicane.
Yep.
Donahue's going to try and follow him.
He gets loose on the exit there. Lorenzo's going to start to pull away as he's trying to recover.
Yeah, I imagine Lorenzo is just going to walk away at that point.
Mark. Still a long way to go.
Demler comes into the pits as well. Another yellow for Robichaud, who's spinning. That's Ascari.
I bet he's got tire issues, or maybe he's just struggling with the line going through Ascari. Looking at that delta too much and trying to be fast through there can spell a lot of damage for you.
Maybe we should practice for tomorrow. I thought that'd be okay.
I wish I could just practice.
Oh, it's Martin Riggs. Martin Riggs is around.
Oh no, he's got time.
Oh,
he's in the middle of the track.
He's not going to be able to move enough in time as Nick Cameron's coming around Parabolica only now, so he might stay ahead.
Oh, looks like he will.
Yeah, there was some sketchy business with some blue flags going on there.
Yep, he's gonna have to rebuild that lead again, but luckily he still maintains P1.
DJ Watts back in the picture after that. Nick Cameron back in the picture after that. Especially if Riggs has any issues with his tires from there, you can definitely pick up graining from issues like that. So.
Yeah, he did go nose first into the wall, so he might have some damage as well.
Ooh.
That McLaren is very aero dependent, so that might hurt him through these chicanes as well.
Oh yeah.
Also, Donahue is sticking around on Lorenzo. I kind of thought with Lorenzo's pace earlier that he would pull away, but Donahue's hanging on the back of him.
Yeah, I even made a comment thinking that Lorenzo was going to walk away.
Yep, I was
But-
right there with you.
Yeah, Donahue might have hurt us in spirit, and he's out there trying to prove us wrong.
Felker's around in the Squarry.
Well, he's been
Goes
proving
back
me
to the
wrong.
pits.
So
Resets the pits there.
Donahue might make a move into turn 1. Probably not.
Nope, not quite.
Just going to try to file in and keep the pressure on. Seckham is following Gill very closely here for P7.
Oh, there's contact. Looks like Rutledge with, I'm not sure who that Porsche is. Dockendorf
I
maybe.
think it's Dockendorf.
As Rutledge just takes too much curb, hops it,
Ooh.
and Dockendorf just unfortunately gets a little nose damage there.
At least he spun him back around in the right direction.
Yeah, that was very nice of him. And now Rutledge is right in the middle of Demler and Poe, where he slotted back in.
Seckham bringing his BMW even closer to Gill as they enter turn 1 again. Not quite close enough to make a move, but if he gets enough drive here, he'll be able to put another move, or maybe make an attempt at a move in second chicane.
Looks like Friday try to make a... Oh, Q Masters gets loose, and it slows down Friday right behind him. Unfortunate time there.
A little
Yeah.
bit of action in the Parabolica as
Yeah,
Rutledge falls back for Poe.
I feel like Rutledge a lot of times is just backing off to be safe going to turn 1. I feel like there's been a couple of instances where he's been side by side. Just lets the car go
Can't
for
blame him too much.
Yep, just trying to keep his car clean.
As now Seckham still chasing Gill down in Ascari. Might be able to get a good clean exit here. As he's gonna attempt to get enough drive to make a move into Parabolica this time. Doesn't quite look to be there though. He'll try to give chase through and get enough drive for the first chicane to give him an opportunity.
and Felix pitting from P4.
He had
25 minutes left of the race.
some space in front of him too, didn't
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
he? As far as he's gonna risk it coming out into traffic.
Demler falls
Poe.
behind Poe.
Yep. So we do have a lot of gaps at the moment. A couple of battles going on. We got one for P16. Got one for P6 as well.
Big hit for Wicks, and Rutledge just looks like he made contact with another car. Demler
I'd
maybe?
like to see that replay because that looked like 4 cars in play going around Parabolica.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoever that was just broke late and hit the back of Rutledge, who's now coming to the pits. Now Robichaud looks like there's a yellow flag for him as well. Wicks came in, was also part of that incident with Rutledge. Carnage, man. This is
It's a wild one. I was not expecting this.
no. Lap 1, great. Lap 2 through whatever we are now.
19, 20 now.
19. My goodness, it's been, I'd say mostly self-inflicted, but
I agree.
damage regardless.
It's kept it exciting. Give him that.
Definitely. Lots lots of shakeups going on.
One thing I'm paying attention to, calling it back, is Will Brown now in P10. Looks like he's not too far back either compared to the rest of the non-pitted drivers, and I'm really curious to see where he ends up.
Yeah, and he does. There is about a 11-second gap from him to Walid Sadat, who is currently the highest driver who has pitted at the moment, and that's probably about half a pit stop.
Felix coming in again.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure. I didn't see, maybe the first one didn't count or what, but they were back-to-back pits pretty much.
Yeah, I would have guessed that they just got the typical bug where you go to pit, add fuel, and they just don't add fuel.
Might have.
It's a common theme. It's happened to me. It's happened to Mr. Donahue. It's happened to a lot of people since 1.9 has made its mark, and it's not a good bug to have because it's kind of tough to change after the race is over. ACC SM updates automatically right away, so
Yeah.
that is tough, as he was in a good position there up in P4.
So currently there's only 2 drivers within a second of each other.
Right? The
Yeah.
field is definitely
Right.
spread out.
DJ Watts is
Friday.
spun at Parabolica.
Oh man.
He backs up on the racing line. He's pulling on Austin Powers here.
Oof.
He's being careful about it.
Yeah.
Made sure he didn't go all the way across the track.
Hate to see that.
Yeah. So he does drop to P5 right there behind Lane Yates with Alejandro Gil right on the tail of him. He's going to probably have that top end speed here and the momentum as DJ is trying to recover from that spin. But I don't think it's going to be enough here into turn 1.
Pat Cockcroft is as well. Did Lane Yates pit yet?
No, he is not.
So I couldn't see from my
That's going into the pits.
view.
Cameron's still
And,
3 seconds behind Riggs.
Yeah, I think Riggs is kind of struggling with this damage, but Nick Cameron was about half a second slower on that last lap. But from what I have been watching, the lap times have been significantly pretty close. Nick will pull one back on Martin, maybe 2 laps there, pulling back, but Martin then will come in with a 48 lap or a low 49 lap here. 40 minutes into the race is quite impressive to be putting in high 48s, low 49s this deep into the race in Division 5.
Oh, yeah.
So Martin Riggs still has the pace.
As Robichaud looks like he goes around again. Another caution out for him.
No fights on the track so far.
Oh,
At the moment.
okay, we're good. Watts just took a wide exit out of Ascar and had what looked like a pretty big bump through the sand, but
That has given Gil an opportunity here.
yeah, he's real close to the back. As that's from Robichaud, red flag on the inside, like go.
Well, boys, since we do have a downtime here, might as well
Do it.
give a shout out to our sponsors and our
Let's hear it.
affiliates, shall we?
Do it.
All right, let's do it. Just want to start off by saying a huge thank you to our SRA sponsors. Once again here, do it every week just to show our appreciation. Shout out to our SRA sponsors and our title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documize, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documize.com to learn more today. And also support from Retro Saga. Retro Saga is a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favorite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefining gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. If you use code SRATE, that'll be capital S, capital R, capital A, lowercase TE, at checkout to support us. Once again, that is capital SRA, lowercase TE, at checkout. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. And last but not least, Go Setups, very popular here in SRA. A lot of people depend on Go Setups. Go Setups is a premium esports setups for everyone. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Go Setups is currently working on the McLaren Evo, which has just been announced or not released, which is currently leading our race. Martin Riggs still ahead of Nick Cameron, has doubled the gap since we last watched the battle here for P1. So he has found pace again. Either that or Nick Cameron has started to feel it a bit.
A little bit of both, I think, as Martin Riggs' last lap, 49.2, is pretty fast.
Yeah. 100%, as they are kind of dealing with both blue flags at the moment, kind of coming upon them in awkward situations into braking zones. So it's about how you get through them and hopefully getting through them, shall we say.
Yep.
Yeah, luckily it looks like Martin didn't take too much damage in his earlier spin, as he's obviously not having any trouble putting the pace down.
Vincent looks like he went off track, and Brown will take another position.
Yeah, Brown was getting close to him there after reeling him in.
Yep.
And he has absolutely nothing in front of him, about 17 seconds clear of Seckham, so I'm willing to bet that he plans to just hot lap for pretty much the rest of the race, trying to make up time. Meanwhile, Gil has reeled DJ Watts back in.
Yeah, he's been hanging on the back of him for a little bit now, as they've been slowly approaching the blue flag. I think Kyle Miller has, it's been a lap there. Kyle lets him by. Gil was a bit closer the previous lap, but just couldn't get a good run on Watts. Gil struggled a little bit there on the first chicane. He's gonna lose sight of Watts for a little bit. Hope we can get back up to the back of him.
As Vincent pits, one of the last in the top 10 there. Got a couple more left, 15 minutes left of this race, which means we do have 13 and a half minutes left of this, or 12 and a half minutes, sorry, of this pit window. Those who don't pit will get a 130-second penalty, which just happens to be 2 minutes and 10 seconds penalty, which is well over a lap, so you definitely don't want to miss your pit. So they'll be wanting to get those done, hopefully not making it too close for comfort. So
there's now no one within a second of each other.
there's not. Martin Riggs has increased that gap again, is still lapping about a second quicker than Nick Cameron.
Yep, slowly building that gap back up to where it was before.
But yeah, a race of misfortune, self-inflicted wounds. Not what we were expecting in the pre-race, but it's been quite entertaining to say the least. We were averaging about one death a lap there, in Ascari or Parabolica, wherever we were seeing yellow flags. So everybody's kind of finding their feet here towards the end of the race, just trying to make it home and call it a day here at Monza and get ready for next week. So, see what's going to happen here. We might see a couple position shakeups, as we do see the top 8 currently has not pit yet. That will be Martin Riggs all the way down to William Brown. Those people have to pit, and looking to see where they come out. Walid Sadat is currently your pit leader, so he's hoping to have made a massive undercut, as he did pit at the beginning of the race, for those who can't remember. Gonna look at some statistics here, is just looking at some people who have pit and seeing where they have gained or lost, but just looking at numbers, excluding the top 8 who have not pit yet, Poe is actually up 11 positions, started P24, might gain some more here. A couple more here. Mr. Donahue, car 100, up 11 spots, currently started P28.
Doesn't feel like it.
No, it definitely doesn't.
Like
No, I'm sure. Yeah. But we do have a couple people down here. Matt Mattisey has had an unfortunate race. Darren Robichaud has had a couple incidents as well, as they're sitting about 14 and 16 positions down from where they started. Not the race they were hoping for, but you know, everybody has a drop race. Not sure if they used one yet, but yeah, William Brown, 25 positions gained, but like I said, has not pit yet. Did start from the pit lane, we assume. But yeah, Lane Yates up 15, and DJ Watts started on the front row with Martin Riggs, has lost 3 positions due to 2 spins, but I will say, after 2 spins to still be in the top 5, it's quite impressive.
Definitely, the pace was there.
Oh yeah.
Even with the spins. Oh, Watts goes wide, and Gill's gonna finally take that position.
So I may have jinxed him a
Wait,
bit.
was that Watts?
Might have.
It was Watts, yeah,
It was
it was
right?
Watts.
My
Betting Watts is having some tire issues at this point.
my HUD didn't update, but that should have been.
It was, yeah.
He
It
took it,
changed to
yep.
race control. Yep.
Mine just delayed for some reason.
Speaking of Lane Yates earlier, I've been noticing that Justin Rose hasn't been able to get past this blue flag for a couple laps, which has led to this fight between him and Lane Yates. When I say a couple laps, really, it might have just been about 1.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Where else?
I don't want to make any accusations or anything, but
yeah, Yates about 0.4 currently behind Rose, as Sacombe is going to be the first driver in that top 8 to come into the pits with just under 10 minutes remaining. Be interesting to see where he comes out of the pits. It'll be a good signal for the rest of the field, rest of that top 8.
Yeah. There was quite a bit of gap behind William Brown and to Justin as well. So we'll see, like you said, where he'll come out and where everybody in front of him will potentially come out too, depending on their pit stops.
Lane Yates and DJ Watts decided to make it somewhat interesting here at the end.
Sacombe's going to come out like just in front of Demler and Lorenzo, so he'll be P13.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
Yeah, that's not too far of a drop down the field, and you can build off of that. But so the rest of the top 6 should be coming out ahead of 13.
Whew, both of them touch sand there.
And really tight, the 3 of them going to the chicane. And then you would think Brown would slide in right behind Lorenzo or maybe Cockcroft in 15th or 16th, as Sacombe is on the grass and loses a spot to Demler. Now he's got Lorenzo behind him as well.
We'll watch them as they approach Scary, whether or not he tries to make a move back or not.
And Gil came into the pits as well. From the top 6.
Lorenzo almost went into the back of Seckham there. Looked to be about frame perfect from my point of view.
Right on the bumper of Demler.
Seems like he's gonna try to make an interesting move here.
If he's pretty far ahead going into the braking zone,
Tries to
but
pull
goes a
ahead
little
and-
wide. And Lorenzo now.
Takes it there, and Lorenzo smells opportunity going into the next one.
Yep. Secombe just went a little deep and hit that sausage curb. And just didn't have the traction coming out. And now Lorenzo is the inside. Going to the second chicane. So he might lose that one.
Oh,
Yep.
makes it somewhat easy, and
Yep.
Seckham has to kind of back out of his clean exit there, or else he would have driven through him. Really good car placement by Lorenzo.
Yates came into the pits. So that top 6 is, or top 8 that we had that had the pit is slowly coming in.
Yep. Now it's about 5 of them. Last 5. They've got about 2 more laps to do it. A little bit less than 2 more laps.
Yeah, and we're probably going to see most of them come in on this current lap, just to play it safe, because you never know what could happen on that last lap. Say you're making it and cutting it close, say you get hit by a blue flag or slowed down by a blue flag, and that's what.
Oh, there's contact there.
Oh, there's contact. Oh, no.
Oh.
I thought there was going to be another one.
I think there was a slight touch there, so contact between the 3 cars.
I was on Secombe's nose, and I don't think he got to the back of Lorenzo, but it was super close. As now Lorenzo's on the back of Secombe, looking up.
He's going to think twice about that move, though.
Yeah, it's just too far back.
And he's going to have a better drive going into the second chicane if he keeps it clean. Looks like he might have, so if he tucks into the slipstream well enough, we might see a replay of the last lap.
Luckily for Secombe, he's getting a pull as well from Demler, so he doesn't lose too much time there. Yep.
I'm just doing a little bit of quick math here. Most pit stops are looking between 40 and 42 seconds. So as it stands, Martin Riggs, if he was to pit this lap, would come out actually in front of William Brown, who's in P5. He might even come out ahead of DJ Watts, but DJ Watts and Rose both pit this lap.
Yep.
So
Will Brown's
Martin
pushing
Riggs,
it, gonna try for one more.
Yeah, Martin Riggs also will come out in front still, depending on there being no situations as well. So probably should come in this lap.
Also, I'm not sure if it was mentioned, Riggs' current pace, his last lap alone was 0.2 faster than the next fastest lap in the race.
Yeah, that's
Getting
wild.
Spicy
He's on
between
some
these 3 again.
Pretty worn tires. Yep, Demler.
As now Seckham is leading.
Yep, Lorenzo got a. Yep, Lorenzo got. Or Demler went from first in that group to now trailing slightly behind Lorenzo going in to the first chicane.
Yep.
Little touch to Lorenzo there.
Yeah, Lorenzo keeps his car in the right place so that
Yep.
keeps his position, and We're still in a three-way fight here.
Blocks it off nice. And Brown came out of the pits. Looks like he's P19.
Yeah.
That's pretty good from last.
Still a lot of positions gained. So
yeah, he was definitely on a damage control mission in this race, and shoot, probably did about as good as he could do.
yeah, Riggs and Cameron both came in as well this lap as the pit window is closing in 4 seconds.
And that'll be all drivers accounted for in terms of
Yep.
pitting.
Now, Byron also right on the back of Sadat as his teammate Rigatoni is the blue flag in front of them in the Lego Lambos.
Might be a little strategy going on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm trying to see if I see anything.
Byron in a nice position here in P4.
Yeah, both Ian Byron and Wooly Sadat both up 8 positions from their current starting on positions on the grid. So those two
nice.
done really well. Lane Yates up 12, Bobby Dockendorf up 13, Poe up 14. So a lot of people within the top 10 there with some big gains just off of people's their downfall here. They're perhaps struggle with the track and tire longevity. Maybe there just wasn't a good combo for them, but those guys definitely found the pace and found the consistency here at Monza. So good for them. Good result with us. We are approaching the final lap here as Martin Riggs, our current leader, up
So
a country mile.
I'm not sure what happened, but after Rigatoni let his teammate by and Sadat by, I don't know if he went off track or he just chose to reset the pits, but it was almost right after he's now sitting in the pits. So
Yep.
interesting move there.
Yeah, it is.
And Lorenzo looks like he got around Sakoma again. I'm gonna just rewind.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
I
what
think
happened
Sakoma
there.
had a moment there.
Sakoma did.
Oh.
Looks like he went through the chicane and lost that spot to Lorenzo.
Yeah, and leader has started the final lap as Martin Riggs makes his way down to turn 1. 17-second gap.
Yeah, I have a feeling we might want to watch this fight with Byron as he's vying
Yeah,
for a
it's
podium spot here. And
Close,
oh
and
my
Sadat
gosh,
goes wide.
Sadat
Got him.
goes wide enough that Byron's able to take it, and now he just needs to defend for 1 lap in order to take that podium position.
Great move. Looks like something happened to Gill behind them. He's pitting.
For some reason, Gil and Aoki both appear to be
And
pitting.
Aoki are pitting.
Well, he sent it down the inside of Byron there.
Takes it, dang.
Yeah.
And that's got Justin Rose up close to
Yep.
them because of the fight. So now it's a 3-way battle for the podium spot on this final lap.
But here comes that Lambo in the toe. See if he makes a lunge down into
Little bit
turn
of
4,
flashing
backs
there,
out.
trying to scare him.
Backs out.
Oh,
little-
it's the curb.
A lot of curb there. Rose has the door opened.
Ooh.
Well, he
Rose-
does cruise off a bit.
Rose in a
backs
tough
out.
spot there.
That's out. Yeah.
And that curb jump by Byron keeps him and Rose probably just a bit too far back to make a true challenge for that P3.
Yeah. Pretty good battle here at the end. See who's going to stick it through Ascari, but Martin Riggs does cross the line, is our race winner tonight. So proud of you, Martin Riggs. We'll talk to you in a second, but we got to go back to this battle for the final podium spot. They all kind of go through Ascari about the same.
Yeah,
But-
they all get clean exits.
Well, he's going to be leading that toe. Not going to have it. See if Ian Byron sticks out at all, but I think he's just going to sit back and hold on to his
Byron's
P4.
gonna think
As long
about
as that-
sticking his nose in, but
As long as he
doesn't.
doesn't make a mistake.
Oh, boy.
Loses some drive, and he's probably gonna lose P4 because of that. As Justin Rose comes close
He's
and
gonna get him.
takes it.
Wow.
Wow.
Drag race to the line.
Even Sadat went a little wide. I think if Byron just stayed on the inside and we've seen more traction on the inside than we have.
See Watts finish
today.
P9, Lorenzo P10.
Oh my!
A little bit of a battle down here with Cockcroft and Dimmler as they cross 13 and 14, I think. And then you got Will Brown on the back of Vincent, as I think he's taking a true P19 as he crosses. Just behind them you have Aoki crossing, and then it becomes a mess as everybody else does from a lap down and a lap up and whatnot.
Wow, good race.
Very good race there, especially on that last lap. Still battling going on. I mean, overall, great race. Not what we were expecting, but hey, it is what it is. Exactly. But yeah, that was our race for tonight. We got a couple interviews potentially to do real quick. Let's pull up. Hopefully he's probably mid conversation. He's probably sweating, probably crying. Who knows? But let's ask him. Martin Mother Thuggin Riggs, dude. I am so proud of you, dude. You have no idea. Martin, you know, we talked in the off season. I said, I'll do another season if you're my teammate. And he goes, well, I guess you'd have to drop down. I said, how about you come up? You were doing D2 pace qualifying, D2 pace race. I think it's gonna happen.
Shout out the surprise drop of the 720 Evo.
Yeah, right. We were talking about that in the pre-race here, but I mean, you look like a natural out there, dude. What a race! The pace was unreal. I mean, you spun and you still pulled a 16-second gap to P2. I was on board with you for a lot. It was good to watch, but congrats, dude. How you feeling?
Pretty good. I was really worried about that spin.
Oh yeah.
I got real impatient with blue flags, and I was screaming as soon as my rear end went out at Parabolica. I was like, "Fuck, this is it."
Yep.
And I spent the next 3 laps because I ended up with like 7 seconds of all front end damage, and I spent the next 3 or 4 laps debating if I should go ahead and pit and repair the damage or not, and ended up taking the gamble on staying out.
Yeah, well, I'd say staying out was the move because I mean you still pulled I think it was 10 seconds to Nick Cameron in P2 before pits, and I mean you were lapping 49.1 still 49.2, so I mean impressive. Your fastest lap was almost a second quicker than anybody else.
Jeez.
So I mean it's a good thing this is after the driver changes and stuff, division changes.
Yeah. Please no nerf.
Otherwise I'd be seeing you up in D2. So
hey, can y'all tell me what happened to DJ Watts? He was behind me, and the next thing I know, Nick was.
2 spins.
Yeah, he spun at Lesmo too, and I believe.
I think Ascari.
Yeah.
At one point as well.
Yeah.
That's rough. I was really hoping for a good battle with him.
Yeah. Well, you had him on pace, so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because that gap was 8 seconds when he did spin, so.
Yeah,
he was keeping me honest at the beginning, though.
Yeah, it was pretty close. You two were running away, but yeah, it was super fun to watch. So, but yeah, we won't keep you. I know you got a race review to do, but like I said, congrats, and I have 100% certainty I will be speaking to you again this season.
Thanks, man.
So
I'll catch you later.
Yeah, congrats and enjoy it.
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh
Legend.
Boy, what a guy! What a guy! Great race from him. Yeah, honestly, that might have been one of the most impressive drives I've seen in Division 5.
Yeah.
That pace was unreal, and the consistency.
Yeah, and I thought that spin was gonna spell the end of a dominant race for him, and it just didn't.
No,
despite damage.
It was like a break almost, is what it was.
Yeah.
It was a little break for him. But let's get Nick Cameron up here too. Hopefully he's not in the conversation because lots going on down there. We'll talk to Nick Cameron, brother. Welcome to the booth. Congrats on your P2 podium today. Hopefully it sticks there with your little incident with I don't remember who it was.
Me and Lorenzo. Yeah, that was a tight one. I'm not sure which way it's gonna go, but I I think I had a 15-second gap over P3, so it should be fine.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay. I think that's at most 10 seconds, if anything, if reported. But all around, great race from you. Good drive up there to P2. DJ Watts had a little issue, but I mean, you took full advantage of that and held on to P2. Martin was a little quick today, so I'm not sure if anybody was going to catch him. But
No, another level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats to him. He was going forward rapidly.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, how was your race overall? Was it pretty tough out there?
Yeah, it was good. I under inflated the front left, so about for the second half of the race, it was hovering right about 25.9. So that was a little worrisome, but
yeah,
it was good. Monza, tires are, I don't know, you get a little bit more out of them there, I think.
I think so. And with it being so warm as well, I'm sure that the temperatures were a little extreme as well.
Yeah, they didn't go off too much. It was really good. I was just trying to just run my own race after the incident with Christian. I was pretty much by myself the whole time. So it was a little Sunday drive. It was good. Nice to get a good result.
Absolutely, man. Well, congrats again. I won't keep you very long, as I'm sure you want to get in that race review and see what was going on with everybody. But again, congratulations. Good race from you, and hope to see you back up here again.
Cheers, boys. See you next week.
Yep. See ya. Let's see. What else we got? I'll move you back down, Nick. Race. You were here. All right. Let's see. Who else? Who finished P3? Do we remember?
It was Sadat.
Walid Sadat.
Yep, and he won silver.
Yep.
What race am I on? Hold on. I'm in the wrong replay. I want to go look. Walid Sadat. Where are you, brother? Don't see him in he's hosting the review.
He's hosting.
Yeah, we won't pull him up. We'll let him run that. But Walid Sadat, congratulations if you see that.
Justin Rose took P3 for the golds. Dockendorf took P2 for the silvers.
I think if I had to pick a driver of the day, it'd probably be Dockendorf. At least from what I saw, he started, I think, 7th or 8th for the silvers, and got up to 2nd in silvers. I think
Yeah, that's a nice drive.
That's a really good drive. Should we talk to him, or what do you think?
If you want to bring him in, you can.
Yeah, we can take one more.
He passed every silver he could today. He was P1 in silver championship, so he might maintain that.
Let's talk to him real quick. Bobby, good to see you. We're up here at the booth. I hope you're available to talk with us for a sec. But we all combined voted you the driver of the day, as you did win the silver class. So great drive from you. How you feeling after that race?
Yeah, it was pretty good. A couple of awkward incidents, but nothing too major. I just kind of had a decent game plan. I was getting held up and decided to pit early, and that worked out for me.
Well, that's good. We saw a lot of people pit early, but we watched a lot of your overtakes, a lot of battles through the race. But which car were you in again? I can't remember. Bentley? No, you're not.
I was in a Porsche.
Porsche, that's right. How was that car at Monza?
Scary.
Yeah, I bet. Especially through Ascari.
Yeah, Ascari wants to kill you the last 30 minutes the entire time.
Yeah, I'm sure. And those tires probably didn't make it any easier.
They weren't too bad at the end. I don't remember exactly where they were, but they were around 2.2 all the way around in the inners. So it wasn't impossibly bad to drive. But yeah, it was pretty rough.
Not bad at all. Well, just wanted to say congrats in that we noticed your performance today, and well done to you. Wish you the best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
P1 and
Thanks,
silver
guys.
as well, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
So
thanks, guys.
Yep. Keep doing what you're doing.
I'll try my best.
All right. See you, pal.
See ya.
Yeah, that's Bobby Dockendorf right there, your silver leader. Bobby Dockendorf. But I think that's it for us tonight, boys. Great race from Monza. I'm a little tired after that one.
Yeah, a lot of action.
Definitely. It was not the action we were expecting, but
no.
But it was good regardless.
But we two of the three of us were right on our race winner predictions, Martin Riggs. But I went with Donahue. just to play it safe, and I think that was the right move. So
Donnie had a good race, so
Yeah, not
I
bad.
I'd say
agree.
that wasn't a bad pick either.
No, definitely not. But yep, great race overall. A little bit unfortunate for some people, but a lot of great drives from a lot of people. So
Mhm.
we got what do we got next week? Silverstone, I believe.
No, Donington in the wet.
Wet Donington. That is
Wet
right. That is
Donington.
right. I'm getting ahead of myself. How could I forget about Wet Donington?
I don't want to think
That's-
about that yet.
That's going to be a tough one. So
That's
We're
gonna be the
gonna see-
highlight of the season.
yeah,
Wet
it's-
Donington.
oh boy,
Oh,
it's going to be a
Missed out.
massacre.
dude, D5, watching D5 at Donington in the wet actually sounds like such a good time.
I can't wait.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
one.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch and probably participate in, but I'd rather watch it. So,
Yeah.
but we'll be back next week. D5, Wet Donington. Good to see everybody come back and got a close championship battle going on. So I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people practicing for next week, as they're probably going to need it for how difficult that's going to be.
Yep.
But
Definitely.
from myself, from Mike, and from Cody, we appreciate you coming to stream, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 3 long weeks here at SRA.
Welcome back to the best racing in North America, home of the SRA GT3 Team Series. 60 minutes of action-packed door-to-door racing, 6 divisions, 6 different championships on the line. Let's get ready for some action tonight.
An incident. Oh, turn. We have Boardman at a yellow. Looks like he's dropping down positions there on the chicane as a bunch of cars are coming through.
Byron's going to take a dive in the Lexus.
Johnson looking to go down the inside of Maxwell.
And we're off and away for SRA.